guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Giselle. In this video, we're going to be going over tips and tricks for using concealer to highlight and cover things and all that stuff. If you like this video and you found it helpful, make sure that you like it. Also, leave me any comments down below of other things in the basic series that you'd like to see. And without further ado, let's get it started. Now, before we got to this video, I also did a video on foundation and all the basics on laying down your foundation. So if you want to check that out, I'm going to go ahead and leave it in the description box below. Make sure that you click that sucker because you know you want to see how I got heat, okay? So I use concealer for a couple different reasons. The first reason being to hide any blemishes. Now, in order for me to do that, you want to make sure that your concealer is a color that's very close to your skin tone. So for that, I use the MAC Matchmaster, which it's like down to its last breath, but I love this. They don't sell Matchmaster anymore, I don't believe, but they do have stick concealers in their range still. So I'm taking a small detail brush and I'm going in because, like I said, there's barely anything left. And I like to use these for blemishes. So right now, it's not really the best time. You caught me on a good day. I don't really have, but I don't know if you can see that little bad boy right here. So I would just take that with that small detailer, and like I said, since it's the same color as my skin tone pretty much, it basically does what the foundation couldn't do, or it kind of like helps it out. So I'm just gonna dab a little bit over any kind of like little pimple or redness that I might have. I found a really good pimple, so I'm gonna show you. Right here, usually I'm not excited about these things, but right here there's one. So I'm gonna take the concealer and kind of like dab it over. And I like to sweep it in like different directions so that way you catch them like on all sides, you know what I mean? And to blend that out, I like to take a damp beauty blender. So this one is the one from Fenty, and I'm just gonna take Olay Mist. And I really like this stuff, especially like when I'm applying different things on my face, just to kind of like damp my blenders. And I'm gonna take that and kind of just like dab everything out, make sure that it melts into the foundation. Okay, so now that we have that down, I'm gonna go ahead and use concealer as a highlight and also to cover up my bags. So the concealers that I love using, these three have been very good to me. This one is from NARS. This is the Radiant Creamy Concealer. Really love this stuff. Also the Tarte Shape Tape. I really love this. It's really easy to blend, super nice. And they have like a nice range, so that way you can pick a concealer that is right for you. Right now though, I'm stuck on this Fenty Beauty Concealer. It's so good, it's so full coverage, very easy to blend, even if it's not on top of the Fenty foundation. So I really like that about it. And the applicator is really dope. It's like really like flat. I don't know if you can see that, but I use like one side of the applicator for one eye, the other side for the other eye, so it's really easy to use. So I'm going to start from the inner corner and I'm just going to sweep out, and I'm going to make an upside down like fan shape. You'll see as I go. But I pretty much just like lay it in the inner corner and I follow my waterline and I extend it out like as if it were like a wing liner, you know what I mean? And I'm going to keep going in from the inner corner and fanning it out, out until I reach my nose, and then I want to just draw a line down the side of my nose. Same thing on the other side. If you have just a little bit left, I like to take that on my cupid's bow, just like with the point of the applicator, and also down the bridge of my nose. And then I'm going back in, just getting a little bit and putting it right there on my forehead. And I like to make a little fan shape. So now I'm going back in with the bottom of the blender that I used before, and I'm just gonna pat it out. I like to start from like the bottom of the concealer and work my way out, and then work my way towards the middle as well. And sometimes I like to like bring it over my eye. Now when you're blending out the side of your nose, make sure that you keep that line straight. Don't like let it get all muddy all over your nose. And if it does, you can always go back and fix it with the original foundation that you were using. Same thing that when you're blending down your nose, make sure that you don't let it get all muddy and like move all over the place, because then that looks really messy and your nose shape looks kind of weird. And if you want to make sure that all of that is blended really nice, go back in with your foundation brush. Don't put any extra foundation on it, just whatever it had left from your application prior, and make sure that you go along the edges of where the concealer ends and the foundation begins, and you can kind of just like blend everything nice together real pretty. Now another purpose for concealer for some is to use it as a contour. I do have shades that are used for that. This one in particular is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I actually have these in like all different colors. They're super affordable. and I think that they're a great option, especially if you're just starting out and you're using concealer for the first time. They're about like $4, and you usually can find them like at your local drugstore. So this one in particular is like a darker shade, and if you'd like to, you can use this, like I said, as a contour. I would just apply it around the perimeter of your face and then blend it out with a beauty blender, same like how we did the concealer before, and that would give you like a nice contoured look, but still creamy and without looking that it's done with powder, not too matte. Super nice, very nice. Alright guys, so that's it for my tips and tricks on how to use concealer for your face. I'm going to have another video in this series that we're going to do next that's on setting and baking. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you learned something, and also make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I post. So I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Also, make sure that you share this video. If you have a friend who has under eye bags that are bigger than Louis V duffel bags, make sure that you share this with them so that way you can bless their face. Okay? I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye. What are you still doing here? There's other videos for you to watch from my channel. The top one here is going to be the next part of the series. If it's already out yet, I'll go ahead and link it right here and you can click it. If it's not there, that means that it's not out yet, and you should subscribe so that you can see when it comes out. The bottom video is going to be the video that came before this, so we can get you caught up so that you know what's really going on, okay? What are you waiting for? Go grab a snack and watch the next video. I'm waiting.